Hey Nakama, welcome back to the channel where we break down the latest One Piece chapters with passion, detail, and a little bit of spice. Today, we're diving into chapter 1149, and believe me when I say this chapter is an emotional roller coaster. We've got legendary showdowns, betrayal, deep lore connections, and one of the most chilling cliffhangers in recent memory. If you're not caught up yet, major spoilers ahead. Let's set sail. What an intense and emotionally charged chapter. We open with absolute chaos, shocked faces, cries of disbelief, and then suddenly, a living legend returns. Scopper Gaban, the left hand of the Pirate King himself, appears out of nowhere and wrecks a holy knight with one swing of his rusted axe. It's gritty, raw, and gloriously dramatic. The battlefield freezes, everyone feels it. That old guy? Someone asks. But no, he's the Scopper Gaban, as strong as Rayleigh, a man from the era of gods. From there, the battle explodes into brutality. Gaban is powerful, but the enemy is no pushover. St. Somers unleashes his technique, Briar Barrier, turning the field into a nightmare of jagged iron thorns. But Gaban doesn't flinch. He answers with Futenraku, a move name that hits like both a blade and a poem. With fierce determination, he charges through the chaos, slashing forward with one goal, to protect Colon, the boy who calls him Dad. But it's not all action. Oda blesses us with backstory. We see gentle flashbacks, Gaban and Ripley, the mother of Colon, holding their newborn. He's our treasure, she says. Gaban's life after Roger was peaceful, human, but now he's forced to return to violence for the sake of the next generation. And just when you think this is the moment of triumph, reality punches back. Gaban fights through the thorns, bruised and battered, and defeats Somers with ease. He sprints toward the children, desperate to reach his son. But just as he gets closer and closer, the kids spot him and shout, "Colon, your dad's here." In that split second, Gaban thinks, "Don't say anything." But it's too late. Colon sees him and yells from the depths of his soul, "Dad!" That scream changes everything. Gunko, hearing it, reacts. Gaban swings, trying to cut her down first, but she's too fast. In a burst of movement, she glides toward Colon and forms a blade from her arrows, aiming to strike him down. Gaban cries out, "Colon, just give me 1 second," and prepares to stop her. But then, Gunko coldly speaks, "A life taken cannot be returned." The weight of those words hits him. Gaban sees Colon brutally getting stabbed in his neck by Gunko. Is this observation haki? Gaban yells, "Please stop!" He drops his axe, raises his hands. "I give up," he says, not out of weakness but out of love, out of hope. The battlefield goes silent. Gunko looks disgusted at him, says, "Such a weak being." Then releases 3 sharp, fast arrows. They pierce through Gaban. He's struck hard, bloodied, and he collapses off the edge of the island. Colon screams. Chopper dashes through the field. The giants begin to mourn. In the background, the library of Elbaf burns, and with it, ancient knowledge and the words of their ancestors turn to ash. The echoes of Ohara are screaming through the pages, and that line, "Just give me 1 second," it's going to live in our heads for years. 1 second to save a child, 1 second to preserve a legacy, 1 second before everything falls apart. Colon's scream, "No, father," hits Gunko like lightning. Her face goes blank, then turns pained. Something inside her breaks. She's triggered, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She turns her gaze toward Brook, who's still lying captive on the ground near the defeated St. Somers. And then, a memory, a flashback, a shadow. Brook, she sees herself as a little girl. Brook holding her hand, smiling, saying, "My dream is to be a pirate." This isn't just trauma, it might be heritage. Is Gunko Brook's daughter someone he raised, a memory he lost? We don't know, but her mind begins to unravel. The screams, the fire, the chaos, it all collides, and she runs toward Brook, towards something familiar. And that's when it happens. As she runs, something overtakes her. Her eyes change. Her aura darkens. It's not a visual possession, but it's clear. She becomes a host. Her face twists into a cold, divine stare, the same we've only seen from one being, in Usama. Her speech shifts. Her posture becomes regal. Her aura, unholy. "Mu will show thee," she says. the dominion of God. It's horrifying, beautiful, biblical. What did you think of chapter 11:49? This chapter is heavy. It juggles legacy, sacrifice, manipulation, trauma, and divine invasion, all in just 14 pages. Gaban is down, Emu is rising, Colon is crying, and the Straw Hats? They're caught in the crossfire between history and apocalypse. This isn't just war anymore. This is divine retribution disguised as justice. And at the center of it all, we have a wild card, Gunko, both victim and vessel. Do you think Imu will stay in Gunko's body permanently? What's Brook's true connection here? Is it time for him to remember what he forgot? Let me know in the comments. This wasn't a fight, it was a eulogy. And next chapter, we're going to war with God. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's breakdown. Until then, have a good one. Peace.